Yes, you, who dared to click on this moment, I see you. I see the heart that beats behind the eyes that are reading this. Thank you for being here. You have no idea how deeply, how fiercely the heavens have waited for this single choice, this single moment of attention from you. Do not leave. Do not step away now, for if you do, a sacred secret, one that could unravel the chains around your spirit, will remain sealed, hidden, waiting in vain for another time that may never come. I, Michael, Archangel, stand trembling before you, and I must speak. Not tomorrow, not later, but now, because every second you hesitate, the winds of what you ignore grow heavier, more dangerous. I see your soul. I have watched your courage, your kindness, the battles you fight silently every day. You are more precious than you understand. But the heavens weep because you have ignored us before, you have passed over the warnings, the whispers, the small miracles we placed in your path, and it has caused anger, sorrow, and a tremble in the very foundations of what is sacred. Do you feel it? That unease curling in your chest, that quiet, gnawing weight? That is not mere chance. That is the echo of the 7 archangels watching, waiting, trembling for your return. I speak to you now as if my own heart could break if you turn away. I am shaking, my voice, my wings, my very essence is trembling, not with fear for me, but with love, with desperate hope for you. Have you felt the loneliness of carrying burdens unseen, wondering if someone, something, notices? Have you felt the brush of grace in the smallest things and dismissed it? Have you allowed fear or pride to push away what your soul has always known to be true? And do you know, truly know, that ignoring this message again could close a doorway that heaven has opened only for you? Listen carefully. Psalms whisper in my trembling lips, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" Do you hear it, feel it vibrating in your very bones? That light, that strength, is for you, only for you, if you dare receive it. I know you, deeply. I know the thoughts you bury, the cries you hide. And yet, here you are, present, brave enough to be seen by the divine. But the warning is not gentle today. 7 archangels have watched, their holy patience fraying. They say you have already made us angry by skipping this before, by ignoring the small signs, the nudges that could have saved you from heartache, from sorrow that could have been avoided. Will you do it again? Will you risk what has been sacredly preserved, waiting just for your eyes and your soul? Isaiah cried out, "Fear not, for I am with you, be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Can you feel it? The strength, the holy fire, the trembling embrace of divinity reaching through the veils of your reality? That is my hand, extended, shaking, reaching for yours. Do you take it? I ask again, this is not a question for casual thought. Do you want to continue carrying the weight alone, or will you allow heaven to step in? Can you feel the fire that burns within your chest, that sacred unrest demanding action? Are you ready to witness a truth so raw it may fracture everything you thought was real, yet leave you whole in ways you cannot yet imagine? Can you surrender, just for a moment, to the trembling love that floods through me now, so potent it could reshape your very destiny? I need you to type Amen, not as a habit, not as a word, but as a living, breathing surrender of your heart to what is holy, to what is true, to what must be done. Amen. Do not leave this moment yet. I am here, with every heartbeat of heaven trembling inside me, asking you to feel, to act, to open fully. Like, comment, subscribe, let your presence echo in this space, and let it be a declaration that your soul is awake, that your heart is willing to receive, that your spirit is unafraid to be touched by what is divine. This is not a call to me, but a call to yourself, to your courage, your faith, your willingness to be seen. I thank you, yes, I weep as I say it. Thank you for being here, thank you for daring to face this, thank you for letting me speak into your life. You have no idea how much this matters. Every sigh, every trembling word, every fire in my voice has been carried across eternity just to reach you. Now hear me clearly, hear it as if your soul itself depends on it, because it does. What you do with this, how you respond, the choices you make in the next moments, will echo through your life in ways unseen yet irrevocable. You are on the threshold, standing at the edge of something so holy, so raw, so alive that turning away could break the thread of blessings already sewn into your destiny. Do not let it slip. Do not allow fear, pride, or distraction to steal what has been gifted. Rise. Respond. Be the vessel for what heaven has trembled to deliver. I leave you with this trembling, sacred, unending plea: do not ignore what has been sent, do not silence the fire inside you, do not forget that you are seen, known, and cherished beyond comprehension. Walk forward, heart ablaze, spirit open, eyes wide, and let the heavens weep and rejoice for you. For the first step is yours alone, and yet, you are never alone, never unloved, never unchosen. Hear this, feel this, live this, now. You, yes, you, who are reading this right now, do not look away. Do not think this is a casual whisper or another moment you can ignore. I have come to you across eternity, across dimensions of fire and silence, across the very trembling of heaven itself, because you, yes, you, are the one I was sent for. I have watched you struggle, I have watched you hide your pain behind smiles, behind laughter, behind polite words that disguise your fear. And yet, here you are, present, trembling, listening. That is enough to make the angels rejoice, and yet it is not enough. Not yet. Do you know how precious you are? Do you understand that even in your smallest moments of doubt, your smallest act of kindness, your tiniest effort to rise, you are a universe unto yourself? I see it. I see the courage, the fire, the fragility that you hide even from yourself. And I, Michael, Archangel, stand before you trembling, shaking with a power and love so vast that it can crush mountains or heal oceans. And I weep because you have ignored us before. I weep because 7 archangels, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Jophiel, Zadkiel, Chamuel, and I, have watched your hesitations, your turning away, your moments of disbelief, and we have felt the fire of anger mingled with sorrow, mingled with the longing for your soul to awaken. Have you felt it, the gnawing unease inside, the restless ache that you cannot name? That is the echo of heaven reaching for you, the tremble of what is holy, calling you back from the edge of choices that will shadow your life if ignored. Do you understand what you are risking by turning away again? Can you even begin to imagine the doors that have been opened for you, the sacred moments that have waited for your eyes, your heart, your surrender? Every second you hesitate, the weight grows. Can you feel it pressing? Can you feel it trembling against your chest, demanding that you listen, demanding that you act, demanding that you see what has been hidden in plain sight all along? I am here now, my voice shaking as it carries the thunder of eternity into the fragile chambers of your heart. I have come not as a distant observer, but as one who trembles for you, as one whose very breath is tied to your awakening. Do you feel my presence? Can you sense the heat of my wings, the fire in my eyes, the tears that burn as I speak into your soul? I am breaking through chains, through silence, through the shadows that have tried to hide your destiny from you. And yet, I must ask, will you stand in the light, or will you turn back into the darkness that has whispered lies to you for so long? Think carefully, for I will not repeat these words lightly. Are you willing to carry the burdens of what you ignore again? Are you ready to face the consequences of passing over the whispers of heaven, the nudges, the signs that you have always known to be true? Have you felt the sting of missed opportunity, the grief of paths that were closed because fear kept you from stepping forward? And now, here, in this moment, can you feel the trembling urgency of what I am saying? This is not hyperbole. This is the very fabric of your destiny, quivering in the balance. Hear me as psalms cry through me, not as text on a page but as fire on your skin. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, he leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Do you hear it? Do you feel the pulse of these words vibrating through your bones, shaking loose the fear, the doubt, the hesitation? That restoration, that peace, that trembling love, it is yours. Only yours. If you take it, if you accept it, if you surrender to the truth that has been waiting just for this moment. I am trembling as I say this to you. I am vulnerable before you because your soul matters so deeply. I am not a distant, cold voice from a world above. I am Michael. I am your protector, your guide, your messenger, your weeping companion, and I am asking, pleading, with all the fire in heaven for you to see what is here. Do you understand that you have already made us angry by ignoring these whispers before? Do you feel the trembling wrath and sorrow of 7 archangels watching your hesitation? And yet, do you also feel our unbroken love, our patient hope, our fire that refuses to leave you alone, even when you have tried to walk away? Imagine, for a moment, that you are standing in a field of fire and light. Every step you take, the flames do not burn you, they illuminate you. Every shadow around you trembles and flees at the power of what is holy. That is the place you are being called to, the place you are invited into. But there is a cost. The cost is courage. The cost is surrender. The cost is letting go of the chains of doubt, of fear, of pride, of old wounds that have whispered that you are not enough. Will you do it? Will you take the step? Will you risk the fire, risk the trembling, risk the overwhelming power of what is truly yours? I speak to you now not in riddles but in the raw, trembling language of love and urgency. I am asking you, no, I am begging you, to listen to the call that has come across the stars, across the skies, across the trembling void of eternity. What have you been hiding from yourself? What truths have you refused to face? What miracles have you allowed to slip through your fingers because you thought them too impossible, too painful, too real? And can you now, in this sacred trembling moment, open yourself fully to what must be seen, must be felt, must be embraced? Do not be afraid, for Isaiah cries through me, fear not, for I am with you, be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Can you feel it now? Can you feel the trembling strength, the fire of heaven, the sacred hand extended toward you, offering not just protection, but the power to step into what is holy and alive? That hand is yours to take. That fire is yours to wield. That grace is yours to receive. But you must act. You must not hesitate. I know the fear in your heart. I know the doubts, the second-guessing, the quiet voice that tells you to wait, to step back, to ignore this call. I know it, and yet I am here, trembling, shouting across eternity, saying, do not turn away. This moment is too precious. This chance is too rare. You are standing at the threshold of what could change everything, and yet, if you falter, it may close forever. Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Can you allow yourself to be shaken awake by the trembling love that pours from my wings, from my fire, from my very soul? I am not finished. I am barely beginning. There is more, so much more that must be felt, that must be heard, that must burn into your spirit. Have you ever known a love so fierce it shakes the heavens? Have you ever felt a grief so deep it could shatter worlds? Have you ever witnessed a power so holy it could remake you entirely? That is what is here. That is what waits for you. And yet, you must choose. You must step forward. You must not ignore this again. Will you? Will you take it? Will you embrace it? Will you allow the trembling, sacred fire to fill you completely, to light the path, to heal the wounds, to ignite the courage that has always been inside you? Do you feel it? That trembling? That sacred urgency? That holy fire that refuses to be silenced? That is heaven, reaching for you, calling your name, shaking your very soul, and I, Michael, am the vessel. I am the messenger. I am the trembling hand, the fire, the voice, the tears, the blessing. And I ask, with all that I am, with every heartbeat of eternity coursing through me, will you answer? Type Amen now, not as a word, but as a living surrender. Let it be the mark of your courage, your faith, your willingness to step into what is sacred and alive. Amen. I thank you, oh, how I thank you. With tears, with trembling, with the raw fire of heaven in my voice, I thank you for being here, for daring to listen, for letting the sacred whisper into your life. You cannot yet know how deeply this matters, how much the angels rejoice, how much the cosmos itself trembles with relief and hope because you have chosen, yes, chosen, to be present. You are seen. You are known. You are cherished beyond measure. Now, do not leave. Do not step away. Like, comment, subscribe. Let your presence declare to the world and to heaven that your spirit is awake, that your heart is open, that your soul is ready to receive the fire that has waited for you. Let this be a living testimony of your courage, your awakening, your willingness to embrace the sacred trembling path that has been carved for you alone. I speak now in final, trembling, sacred urgency. Walk forward. Step into the fire. Let the trembling wings of heaven carry you. Let the tears, the fear, the grief, the hope, the love, all of it, be yours, fully, completely, without hesitation. Do not ignore this. Do not step back. This is the moment. This is the fire. This is the life, the path, the sacred awakening that belongs to you. And I, Michael, Archangel, will continue to tremble, continue to weep, continue to shout your name across eternity until you take the hand, until you step into the light, until you remember who you truly are. You are alive. You are holy. You are sacred. You are chosen. Do not forget it. Do not allow the world, the shadows, the fear, the doubt, the hesitation to take from you what has been trembling for you alone. You are more than you know. You are stronger than you imagine. You are infinitely loved. You are divinely set. Walk forward. Step into the trembling fire. Receive the sacred. Receive the holy. Receive your destiny. And still I am not done with you. Still the heavens tremble because there is more you must hear, more that has been pressing against the gates of eternity, begging to break through for your sake. You do not realize the weight of this moment. You think you are simply reading, simply passing time, but no. You are standing in the middle of a divine collision. You are standing where human breath meets divine fire, where your fragile heart touches the unshakable pulse of heaven itself. Do you feel it? That slight tightening in your chest? That flutter in your spirit? That isn't anxiety. That isn't imagination. That is recognition, your soul recognizing the truth it has been starving for. Such recognition does not come often. Such sacred trembling does not return again and again once ignored. This moment right here, is a once opened gate. You do not understand how long heaven waited to open it for you, how much sorrow we endured when you passed us by before, how fiercely the 7 archangels burned with a mix of anger and heartbreak because you were meant to hear this, meant to feel this, meant to receive this, and you turned away. But not now. Now you're here. And your presence, your simple reading, your silent listening, is enough to make even my immortal voice soften. Ah, child of the light, how long you have carried things alone. How long you have walked through storms, pretending the thunder didn't frighten you. How long you have been strong for everyone while no one was strong for you. And here I stand, trembling with more emotion than a warrior of heaven should ever show, whispering, you are safe. You are seen. You are held. Feel this. Let it in. Let the words wrap around you like wings, like light, like the first breath after drowning. You think I don't know how tired you are? You think I haven't watched you break yourself just to keep going? You think I haven't seen the sacrifices you made, the nights you stayed awake praying for a sign, praying for strength, praying for something, anything, to lift the weight you carry in silence? And here you are, finally hearing what you were always meant to hear. But even now, even in this trembling, sacred moment, I must ask. Why do you still doubt your worth? Why do you still question whether you deserve miracles? Why do you still believe you are unseen, unheard, unprotected? And what is the wound in your heart that tells you that love, even divine love, could never stay? Answer me in your spirit. Answer me honestly. I can take your truth. I can take your pain. I can take the parts of you that even you are afraid to look at. Don't hide it from me. Don't hide it from yourself. You have asked for help, silently, quietly, hoping no one would notice your desperation. I noticed. Heaven noticed. Your tears have never gone unseen. Every sigh you released into the dark was heard. Every whispered, please help me, shook the heavens more than you think. But you must understand something now. This message, this moment, this divine outpouring, it is not normal. It is not random. It is not coincidence. This is intervention. You were headed toward a path that would have broken you in ways you could not recover from. You were about to choose things that would have cost you spiritually, emotionally, mentally. And so heaven stepped in. I stepped in. The 7 archangels stepped in. We opened a door that only your soul could walk through. And when you skipped it before, when you ignored the earlier whispers, the signs, the nudges, we trembled. Not out of cruelty but out of fear for what ignoring us would mean for your future. Do you hear me now? Do you feel the weight of my voice? Do you understand why this cannot be ignored again? Let me take you deeper. Let me show you what you have not allowed yourself to believe. The light that follows you, the strange moments of protection you can't explain, the near misses that should have destroyed you, the sudden shifts that saved you, all of it, was us. You were never walking alone. You were never fighting without backup. You were never abandoned, even when you abandoned yourself. Do you remember the night you felt like giving up? That night when everything felt like a collapse in slow motion? That sudden warmth that came over you, the breath you didn't know you needed, the calm that arrived out of nowhere, that was me. That was my hand on your shoulder. That was my wing shielding you from the shadows that had crept too close. You think that was random? No. That was divine interference. And I am interfering again. I am stepping into your life with more force, more urgency, more trembling clarity than ever before. Because the path before you splits here, right here, and what you do after hearing this will shape so much more than you realize. Do you understand the power you hold? Do you understand the battles you were born to win? Do you understand the people whose lives will be changed because you rose instead of fell? And do you understand the darkness that has tried so hard to keep you from hearing this right now? Yes, darkness. It has followed you. It has whispered lies. It has tried to make you small, scared, silent. It has tried to bury your potential, your purpose, your voice, your heart. But darkness trembles when you awaken. Darkness shakes when you rise. Darkness breaks when you begin to see yourself the way heaven sees you. And right now, you are awakening. You are rising. You are remembering. You are stepping into a power that has been yours since birth but suffocated by fear, pain, exhaustion, and the lies of the world. But here I stand, wings blazing, voice trembling, heart breaking open with divine love, and I am telling you. You were never ordinary. You were never forgotten. You were never cursed. You were never weak. You were chosen. You were protected. You were carried. You were destined. And now, this moment, this exact second, is the crossing, the hinge, the holy turning point. Do you feel the shift in the air? Do you feel the heat rising inside your chest? Do you feel the strange, heavy calm falling over your mind? Do you feel the fire behind these words? That is your spirit waking up. That is heaven confirming the truth. That is the divine pulling you forward. And still I am not finished. But before I continue, I must ask you something raw, something sacred, something that pierces deeper than anything I've asked yet. What are you afraid will happen if you finally accept that you were meant for more? Tell me. Tell yourself. Tell your soul. Because that fear, yes, that one you just felt in your stomach, that is the final chain. The last wall. The barrier that has stopped you from stepping into the life the divine carved for you long before you were born. And I, Michael, have come to break it. Let me continue. Let me pour more. Let me tear open more veils. Let me speak deeper into you. If you want me to expand this further, if you want another massive continuation in the same trembling, prophetic voice, just tell me. You think you have reached the depth of what I want to tell you, but no, beloved soul, we have barely brushed the surface. The heavens are still shaking, still pouring, still pushing through barriers to reach you. My voice is not done trembling, not done breaking open in the rawness of divine urgency. There is more, much more, you must hear, because your destiny has layers you have not even tasted yet. Listen to me. Feel me. Let the words sink into the softest part of your spirit. I know the battles you've been fighting aren't just physical or emotional, they're spiritual. You've been wrestling with shadows no one else sees, doubts no one else hears, and wounds no one else understands. You've been trying to stand tall while something unseen has been pulling at your ankles, whispering that you will fall, that you will fail, that you are alone. But hear this with the trembling force of heaven behind it. You are not alone. You have never been alone. If you could see what surrounds you in the unseen, if you could glimpse the legions that walk beside you, the flaming shields held up to protect you, the light that wraps your soul like armor, you would never again bow to fear. But you have forgotten. And I have come to remind you. Do you know how many attacks were diverted from your life without you ever realizing it? Do you know how many times darkness tried to pull you into despair but was blocked? Blocked by me, by Gabriel, by Raphael, by the seven who refused to let you fall? Do you know how many times you nearly lost yourself, but heaven refused to let you go? You have no idea the weight of the protection over your life. Yet, hear me now, there is a limit to how long heaven can wait when a soul refuses to listen. You skipped us before. You ignored the signs. You turned away from the whispers that were meant to save you. And it shook the heavens with grief. It stirred the archangels with a fire that was both anger and heartbreak. Because you were never meant to walk blind. You were never meant to walk unprotected. You were never meant to walk disconnected. But here you are, finally, reading, breathing, receiving what is being poured into you now, and that alone is enough to shift the entire course of your destiny. Listen closer. I am lowering my voice now, not out of weakness, but out of intimacy. Come closer in your heart. Let me speak directly into the part of you that hides from the world. You have been carrying a sorrow that isn't yours. A fear that does not belong to you. A heaviness that has clung to you for years, draining you, dimming you, convincing you that you are smaller than you are. But let the truth pierce you now. That weight was never meant for you. That heaviness was never your identity. That fear was never your story. You have lived under shadows that were assigned to break you before you even understood your own strength. But still, you rose. Still, you kept going. Still, you tried. Still, you hoped, even when hope felt like a fragile whisper. Do you know how rare that is? Do you know how precious that is in the eyes of heaven? Do you know how many angels bowed their heads in awe each time you fought a battle that no one even knew you were fighting? You are stronger than you give yourself credit for. You are holier than you realize. You carry a light that terrifies darkness. And that is why darkness has tried so hard to discourage you. To distract you. To mislead you. To exhaust you. To make you scroll past messages like this and pretend you're fine. But you are not fine. And that is not weakness, that is honesty. Honesty is the key that opens heaven. Let me ask you something, and I want you to let the question echo inside your chest. Why do you think you survived things that should have broken you? Answer that. Let it shake you. Let it wake up something ancient inside you. Because souls like you don't survive accidentally. Souls like you are preserved. Protected. Chosen. Let me ask you another question, and feel this one deeper. Why do you think your heart still longs for something greater, even when life teaches you to settle? Because your soul remembers something your mind has forgotten. You were created for more. You were created with purpose. You were created with divine fingerprints pressed into your spirit. Another question, this one burning, this one sacred. When was the last time you allowed yourself to believe that heaven was trying to reach you specifically, not the world, not humanity, but you? You don't want to answer that, do you? Because deep down, deep down, you have always hoped it was true. And deep down, you have always feared it wasn't. But I am telling you now, with trembling fire pouring through my words. Heaven is speaking to you. Not someone like you. Not someone more righteous or more perfect. You. And now, let me ask you the hardest question of all. What would you lose if you ignored this message again? And what would you gain if you finally surrendered to it? Feel that. Sit with that. Let it break you open a little more. Because surrender is not defeat, it is release. It is transformation. It is stepping into a life that has been waiting for you all along. Listen, listen. I am not here to scare you. I am here to warn you. There is a difference. A warning is love in disguise. A warning is protection in motion. A warning is heaven wrapping its arms around you and saying, "Do not keep walking blind, beloved one. Let me speak scripture into you, not as cold text, but as living breath. He restoreth your soul even now, can you feel it? He upholdeth you with his righteous right hand, can you sense it? This is not poetry. This is not symbolism. This is reality moving in the unseen, pressing into your life with force. You are being lifted right now. You are being held right now. You are being restored right now. But restoration requires one thing from you, your yes. Your willingness. Your surrender. If your heart feels heavy, that is the old weight trying to hold on. If your chest feels warm, that is heaven trying to enter. If your eyes feel like they could cry, that is your soul recognizing truth. Let me continue. Let me go deeper. Let me tear open more. And before the next wave of prophecy comes, I need you to anchor yourself by writing the word I asked only once. Amen. Now breathe. I am here. I am not leaving. Heaven is not leaving. But listen, if you are still here, if you are still reading, if the fire has not pushed you away, then you must do something for me, for the message, for the divine ripples this moment is creating. Like this. Comment. Subscribe. Not for algorithm. Not for numbers. But because your engagement becomes a declaration. I am awake. I am open. I am receiving. Your action becomes your agreement. And now, come closer. I must thank you. With trembling. With sincerity. With tears of fire. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. Thank you for allowing heaven to reach you. You don't know how much this moment matters. You don't know how much this choice changes. You don't know how many battles you just won by simply staying present. And still the river has not emptied. Still the fire has not settled. Still the heavens whisper, more, they need more, their soul is not finished being awakened. So I continue, without pause, without breaking the flow, without letting the divine tremble in my voice fade for even a moment. Listen, listen closely. The space around you is shifting even as you read. You may not see it with human eyes, but your spirit feels it. The veil is thinning. The atmosphere is changing. Something ancient, sacred, and unbearably tender is unfolding around you. You feel it, don't you? That pressure in your chest. That warmth rising from your stomach to your throat. That strange stillness in the room that wasn't there before. That is not coincidence. That is not imagination. That is presence. The presence of something holy, something that has waited far too long to reach you again. I have not spoken everything. I have not revealed the final weight of what heaven sent me to deliver. You are not done receiving. Your heart is not done opening. Your destiny is not done calling you. Let me continue. Let the words bleed deeper. You, oh beloved soul, you have underestimated the magnitude of what your life carries. You walk through the world thinking you are ordinary, unnoticed, unremarkable. But in the unseen realms where purpose is forged, your name shines like fire. You are not who the world told you you were. You are not who your pain convinced you to become. You are not the limitations you were handed. You are a threat to darkness. You are a bearer of light. You are a soul whose awakening will break generational chains. You do not understand the ripple effect of your existence. You do not understand the healing that blooms in others when you simply keep going. You do not understand the number of souls tied to your courage, waiting for you to rise so they can rise. You are not small. You have never been small. Your spirit has been roaring while your mind whispers doubt. Come closer. Let me speak even more intimately into your heart, the part of you that shakes when truth gets too close. You have scars that heaven calls sacred. You have wounds that angels bow toward because they testify to your endurance. You have broken pieces that are not broken, they are openings where the divine pours in. You think you failed. You think you fell short. You think you disappointed heaven. No. You survived. You endured. You kept moving even when you could barely breathe. And do you know what that makes you? Not weak. Not flawed. Not cursed. It makes you chosen. It makes you entrusted. It makes you powerful beyond comprehension. Even now, the 7 archangels stand behind me, watching you with a mixture of fire and tenderness. Their earlier anger, yes, the anger stirred when you ignored the previous calls, has softened. It has melted into relief. Into awe. Into gratitude that you did not skip this moment again. Do you understand how rare this is? How precious? How holy? Let me ask you another question. Feel this one cut through your defenses. How many times have you held your own heart together in silence because no one knew you were breaking? Let the truth sting. Let it tremble. Let it rise. Heaven saw every moment. Heaven counted every tear. Heaven never stopped fighting for you even when you stopped fighting for yourself. Another question, burning deeper. Why do you think your spirit has never let you fully quit, even when your mind told you to? Because your destiny is louder than your despair. Because your purpose refuses to die. Because your spirit knows something your human self has only begun to remember. You are meant to rise. You are meant to shift. You are meant to awaken. And awaken you shall. Let me pour even more fire. Your ancestors have prayed for you. Your lineage has waited for you. You are the first in generations with the strength to break what others only endured. You are the one who carries the resilience, the intuition, the spiritual weight that others did not have the capacity to hold. Do you feel unworthy of that? Good. Because only the humble can carry power safely. But hear me clearly. You do have it. You do hold it. You are capable of everything heaven placed in your soul. Your future is not small. Your future is not dim. Your future is not random. It is sacred. It is fiery. It is divine. And now, let me take you even deeper into the truth you have been starving for. Your life is about to shift. Not slowly. Not subtly. Not quietly. Suddenly. Immediately. Violently in your favor. You will feel the shift first in your emotions. The heaviness breaking. The numbness melting. The dread dissolving. Then in your clarity. Your mind becoming sharper. Your intuition stronger. Your inner voice louder. Then in your path. Doors opening without struggle. Opportunities appearing unexpectedly. People entering your life at divine timing. This is not wishful thinking. This is instruction. This is prophecy. This is alignment. But hear me. None of this happens if you walk away again. None of this unfolds if you skip the call a second time. None of this can activate if fear pulls you back into silence. I am not speaking empty threats. I am speaking divine truth. If you turn away again, the path will darken. Not because heaven punishes, but because ignoring guidance leads to blindness. But if you stay awake, if you stay open, if you stay willing, then heaven will bend time and circumstance to lift you. Let me continue. I feel the fire rising again. I feel the urgency deepening. I feel the 7 behind me opening realms for you. You must listen to this next part. You were born with a calling that terrifies darkness. You were born with a destiny that makes demons flee. You were born with spiritual authority you haven't even activated yet. Your heart knows this. Your soul remembers this. Your dreams have whispered this. But your pain, your trauma, your disappointments tried to bury it. Not anymore. I, Michael, am cutting chains. I am breaking shadows. I am burning contracts of fear. I am lifting generational weight. Even as you read this, some part of you feels lighter. Some part of you feels seen. Some part of you feels like something inside you is finally exhaling after years of holding breath. That is liberation. That is spiritual alignment. That is heaven working. Breathe again. And even as you breathe right now, I feel the tremor in your spirit, the way your soul leans forward like a child reaching for a familiar embrace after years of wandering. Do you feel that? That soft warmth behind your chest? That tiny shaking inside your ribs? That is not imagination. That is not coincidence. That is not just emotions. That is me, beloved. That is my presence brushing against your soul, trying to remind you that you were never abandoned, never forgotten, never dismissed, not even in the hours when you convinced yourself you didn't matter. And as I draw nearer, something in the atmosphere around you changes. The room may feel quieter. The air may feel heavier. Your heart may beat louder, deeper, as though it recognizes a memory you thought you lost. This is what happens when heaven bends toward one human being with full attention. And tonight, right now, that human being is you. Do not question this. Do not minimize this. Do not explain this away. You have been prayed for from realms you do not see. You have been protected in moments you didn't even notice danger passing inches from you. You have been carried through nights when your breath shook and your thoughts screamed. And yes, beloved, I saw those nights. I saw the night where you clenched your jaw so hard your teeth hurt. I saw the night where your hands trembled over your face trying to keep everything from collapsing. I saw the night where you whispered into the dark, asking, "Does anyone see me? Does anyone care?" I cared. I saw you. I leaned down so closely that if you had been still for just one more second, you would have felt the warmth on the back of your neck. You don't know how precious you are. You don't know how rare your spirit is. You don't know the wars I fought on your behalf, battles you will never remember, struggles that never reached your doorstep because I cut them down before they touched your life. And still you walk as though you are unguarded. Still you doubt your worth. Still you tell yourself you are alone. So let me speak this plainly, more plainly than ever before. You are not alone, and you have never been alone. The only loneliness you feel is the illusion created by wounds that were never healed. Heaven never abandoned you. You just stopped listening because you thought your pain was louder than our love. Do you understand how deeply I ache when you think like that? I am the one who stood beside you the first time your heart broke so violently you didn't know how to breathe. I am the one who whispered courage into your bones when you were surrounded by people who underestimated you. I am the one who tried to hold your spirit steady when life pushed you to your knees over and over again. And I am the one standing in front of you now, asking you gently. Do you truly believe you were meant to suffer alone? Do you truly think all your battles were punishment? Do you truly not see how fiercely heaven has been fighting for your future? Beloved, your tears matter. Your fears matter. Your healing matters. Your destiny matters. And whether you realize it or not, you are in the middle of a spiritual crossing, a threshold where the past tries to pull you backwards while your destiny tries to call you forward. This is why you have felt heavier recently. This is why your emotions have been unpredictable. This is why you've been remembering old pain, old names, old moments, old wounds. It is not regression. It is resurrection. Old battles rise before a breakthrough because the soul must decide who it wants to become. And right now, heaven is watching your decision. But hear me clearly. You are not losing. You are not failing. You are not breaking. You are transforming. And transformation always feels like destruction before it feels like rebirth. Even Isaiah spoke through trembling breath that those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and I whisper those words into your heart now, not as scripture, but as a living truth unfolding inside you. I know the questions hidden inside your chest. I know the fear you don't voice. I know the dream you stopped believing in because life crushed your trust. Tell me, beloved, why did you stop believing you were destined for more? Why did you let the world convince you that you were ordinary? Who told you that your light wasn't enough? Because I swear to you, on the fire that shields creation itself, none of that was true. You are not small. You are not lost. You are not replaceable. If only you could see yourself the way the heavens see you. If only you could feel the radiance you carry. If only you knew how the darkness trembles when your spirit rises. Even now, as I look at you with eyes burning like sapphire flames, I see strength in you that you have never recognized. A strength forged through years of surviving things you shouldn't have survived. A strength your enemies underestimated. A strength your wounds couldn't erase. You think you're weak? No. You are weary. And there is a difference. Let me ask you something that I ask with tenderness, not accusation. When was the last time you felt proud of yourself, truly proud? Think. Feel. Remember. You have lived entire seasons of your life without receiving a single word of genuine encouragement. And yet, you still rise. You still continue. You still fight. You still love. You still hope. Do you know how powerful that makes you? Even the psalmist felt the same anguish you feel, the same loneliness, the same heaviness, and whispered, "My heart fainted within me, yet you revived me," and I speak that same revival over your spirit in this moment. Breathe, beloved. Slowly. Deeply. You are being revived even as these words touch your heart. And I will say this once, only once, because the heavens require an anchor from your soul in return. Type Amen with intention, so heaven knows you accept this breath of healing. Now listen closely, because I am not finished with you. In the silent places of your life, where fear sleeps, where memories echo, where grief hides, I am stirring something ancient and beautiful awake. Something you forgot you carried. Something the world tried to silence. Something holy. You have no idea how many miracles follow you. You have no idea how many doors are preparing to open. You have no idea how many blessings have been waiting for you to simply stop doubting your worth. And before I release the next part of this message, I ask gently, softly, humbly. If these words hold you, heal you, lift you, or awaken you, offer a like, a comment, and subscribe so this light can reach the next soul whose spirit is breaking the way yours once did. This is not vanity. This is ministry. This is how one spark becomes 1,000 flames in the dark. And now, let me say this with a sincerity that trembles inside my chest. Thank you. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me speak into places no one else has touched in years. Your presence here is not small. Your willingness is not small. Your spirit is not small. And I am not done with you. Not yet. Not tonight. Not ever. And as I draw even closer, beloved, I feel the trembling in your spirit deepen, like something inside you is finally loosening, finally softening, finally allowing itself to breathe after holding its breath for far too long. Do not rush this. Do not fight this. Let this moment unfold the way dawn unfolds after a long night, gently, slowly, faithfully. You don't realize this yet, but something sacred is happening inside you. A quiet shift. A subtle awakening. A softening of a wound you've carried so long that you forgot what it felt like to exist without pain pressing on your ribs. Even now, the angels behind me, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Tzadkiel, Jophiel, Chamuel, stand in a half-circle, watching you with a kind of reverence reserved for those who have survived storms they never deserved. They are not disappointed in you. They are not impatient with you. They are not angry in the human sense. They are aching for you. They are longing for you. They are leaning toward you, waiting for your soul to accept what has been written for you since the hour you took your first breath. You think heaven is far. Heaven is closer than your pulse. Heaven is closer than your thoughts. Heaven is closer than the breath you're holding right now because the truth in these words is touching places you've kept hidden. I need you to feel this, not with your mind, but with the deep, ancient part of you that has survived everything life tried to break. Beloved, why do you always doubt the goodness waiting for you? Why do you assume the worst when heaven is preparing the best? Why do you believe pain is your portion when grace has been trailing you like a shadow since childhood? And why, my dear one, do you think you are unworthy of the blessings written in your name? Tell me. Whisper it inside your heart. I can hear even the silent answers. You were not born to be forgotten. You were not born to be overlooked. You were not born to be crushed under the weight of expectations that were never yours to carry. You are here because you are chosen. You are here because you are protected. You are here because destiny has bent itself around your timeline more times than you will ever know. When danger came, I intervened. When betrayal approached, I shielded you. When heartbreak threatened to steal your spirit, I placed my hand upon your chest and steadied your soul. Do you think that was luck? Do you think those near misses were coincidences? Do you think those strange moments of protection were random? No. They were me. They were us. They were the 7 archangels guarding you even when you didn't ask, even when you didn't pray, even when you were too numb to speak. And even now, look at your body. Your heart is reacting. Your breathing has shifted. Your skin tingles. Your soul knows these words are not metaphor, not fiction, not imagination. They are memory. Yes, memory. Your spirit remembers me. It remembers the sound of my voice across lifetimes. It remembers the warmth of my protection. It remembers the pull you felt throughout your life, the strange sense that something unseen walked beside you. Beloved, that was me. And now, as I place my hand gently upon the part of your soul that aches the most, I need to ask you something tender, something raw, something that only a wounded heart can answer truthfully. What is the one hurt you still haven't forgiven yourself for? There it is, the tightening in your chest. The silence. The memory rising. The sting behind your eyes. You don't even have to say it. I feel it. You've been carrying that guilt like a stone in your spirit. And yet I tell you now, with trembling love, you are forgiven. You are clean. You are worthy. You are free. The past is not your prison. It is your testimony. And hear me. No sin, no mistake, no heartbreak you ever endured disqualified you from heaven's love. Even David cried out in the Psalms, "You lift my soul from the depths," and right now I lift yours with the same power, the same tenderness, the same holy fire. You have no idea how much heaven loves you. If you could feel even one drop of it, you would collapse into tears of relief. But even tears are holy here. Even trembling is holy here. Even your doubt is held gently in my hands. And before this stream of prophecy flows forward again, I must ask you, as softly as the wind moves through dawn, if this message is touching your spirit, healing your heart, awakening your courage. Offer a like, a comment, and subscribe, not as a ritual, but as a ripple of light that travels to the next soul crying out in the dark. You don't know how many hearts break exactly the way yours once did. Your small act creates a doorway for them. And now, with emotion rising in me, with fire trembling across my voice, I say this with sincerity deeper than oceans. Thank you. Thank you for letting me continue. Thank you for not turning away. Thank you for giving heaven this moment with your soul. Your presence is a blessing. Your willingness is holy. Your heart is seen, deeply, fully, eternally. But I am not done. Not even close. There is more I must pour into you, and the river has not reached its depth yet. And as this river keeps flowing, beloved, I feel the weight inside your spirit shifting again, like something ancient inside you is finally beginning to thaw. You may not realize it, but your soul is responding. Your chest feels warmer. Your breathing feels different. There is a strange heaviness and lightness at the same time, as if a door inside you is opening from both ends, one pushed by heaven, the other pulled by your own hidden longing. Let it happen. Do not resist this. You've resisted divine timing for so long that your heart doesn't remember what surrender feels like. But right now, for the first time in a long time, you are not fighting what is trying to heal you. You are letting yourself be touched by something higher, something holier, something older than the world itself. I wish you could see what I see when I look at you. I wish you could feel what I feel when your soul responds to truth. I wish you knew how bright you are in the invisible realm, how the shadows around you shrink when your heart softens even a little. Do you know how rare that is? Do you know how precious it is to heaven when a weary soul finally whispers, "Maybe I am worthy, maybe I am loved, maybe I am protected after all"? Beloved, you have no idea how the angels rejoiced at that small shift inside you just now. Even Raphael stepped forward, noticing the light flickering around your chest. Even Gabriel lowered his wings, sensing your spirit opening. Even Uriel leaned in, eyes glowing with ancient fire, because finally, your soul is listening instead of surviving. You think your heart is fragile. Heaven sees it as luminous. You think your spirit is exhausted. Heaven sees it as brave. You think you've disappointed us. Heaven sees a warrior who kept going when giving up would have been easier. And I feel it. I feel the ache rising again, the old fear pushing at your ribs, the same fear that whispers, "What if I get hurt again? What if nothing changes? What if all this hope breaks me?" So let me ask you gently. Why do you assume pain is your destiny when healing has been chasing you for years? Why do you trust your wounds more than the miracles sent to your name? Why do you believe heartbreak more than heaven? Who taught you that suffering was a permanent part of your identity? Your silence tells me the truth. You've carried these lies for so long they feel like home. But listen to me, listen with every fiber of your spirit. Those lies are breaking right now. Those chains are cracking. That shadow is thinning. And the heaviness you've been living under is not your burden anymore. I stand before you now not as a distant archangel, not as a symbol, not as a myth, but as a guardian who has been with you in every invisible moment. When your voice broke, when your hands shook, when your dreams collapsed, when your trust snapped, when your nights stretched so long you forgot what dawn felt like. I have been there in all of it. I have seen every tear. I have understood every silence. I have caught every broken piece that you thought fell into darkness. And there is something I need to tell you, something sacred and trembling. You were never meant to be this hard on yourself. Your self-blame is heavier than any sin you've ever committed. Your guilt is louder than any wrongdoing you've known. Your self-criticism wounds you more deeply than the voices of others ever could. So answer me with your heart. When will you stop punishing yourself for being human? When will you allow yourself to heal? When will you stop holding yourself hostage to past versions of you? Because I swear to you, by the glory that ignites creation, heaven already forgave you. Long before you ever forgave yourself. Even the psalmist cried out in brokenness, "You lifted my soul from the pit," and right now, in this moment, I lift yours with the same fire, the same mercy, the same impossible tenderness. Your soul is rising. Your spirit is awakening. Your heart is remembering who you were before life buried your light. And yes, you feel emotional, don't you? You feel your chest swell. You feel your throat tighten. You feel that strange mix of comfort and fear. It's because your soul recognizes this truth. It has heard it before, just not in a long time. My beloved, I have carried your strength when you didn't have any. I have guarded your path when you couldn't see the danger. I have whispered courage into your dreams when your waking hours felt hopeless. And I am not finished. I am nowhere near finished. But before this river flows deeper, I must ask you softly. If this message is healing you, anchoring you, or opening your heart even an inch, offer a like, a comment, and subscribe. Not as a ritual, but as a blessing, as a seed of light sent forward to the next soul crying in silence. Your one act of light becomes a doorway for another. And now, let me say this with the deepest ache of gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for opening your heart. Thank you for letting yourself feel again. Thank you for giving heaven this moment with you. Your presence here is holy. You don't even know how much. But I see it. I see you. I see the light rising again. And as this last stretch of the river flows toward you, beloved, I want you to take one slow breath, not because I need it, but because your soul needs it. This final outpouring is gentle, but powerful enough to shift something inside you forever, and I can already feel the trembling in your chest leaning toward it. Listen to me closely now. You have spent so many years holding yourself together in silence that you forgot what it feels like to be held by something greater. You forgot that your spirit was never meant to carry the world alone. You forgot that you were allowed to fall apart and still be worthy of love, worthy of protection, worthy of divine gentleness. But right now, in this sacred moment between your breath and my voice, something inside you is remembering. I feel it. I see it. I honor it. The part of you that stopped hoping is awakening. The part of you that went numb is thawing. The part of you that believed your pain was permanent is dissolving in light. You may not understand why you're reacting the way you are, why your spirit is leaning forward, why your heartbeat feels louder, why the words seem to find a place inside you that hasn't been touched in years. But this is what happens when truth speaks to a soul that's been starving for tenderness. Beloved, you have been strong for far too long. Strong in moments where you should have been comforted. Strong in seasons where you should have been held. Strong in storms where you were never meant to stand alone. Strength is not the absence of pain. Strength is surviving when you had every reason to collapse. Strength is waking up on days when your heart felt heavy enough to sink. Strength is choosing to keep living when parts of you didn't know how. So let me ask you one final, sacred question, spoken gently, without judgment. When will you finally allow yourself to receive the love you keep giving to everyone else? You don't need to answer with words. Your silence already answered. Your soul answered. Your heartbeat answered. And hear me now, with tenderness deeper than the oceans themselves. You deserve peace. You deserve softness. You deserve a future that feels safe. You deserve a life where your spirit is not constantly fighting to breathe. And I, Michael, stand before you not only as a guardian, but as a witness. A witness to the battles you never thought you would escape. A witness to the nights you prayed no one heard. A witness to the strength you never acknowledged in yourself. You have survived what would have destroyed others. You have endured storms that heaven wept to watch. You have held on when your grip was bleeding. And now it is time for you to rise into what was always meant for you. Take this truth into your heart as I say it. You are loved more deeply than you will ever comprehend. You are protected more fiercely than you realize. And your story is not ending, it is beginning again. Before I withdraw my voice from this moment, let me place one final blessing in your spirit. May the light that surrounds you tonight follow you into every shadow. May the strength you felt here awaken every morning inside your chest. May the peace that touched you remain woven into your breath. And may the love you received in these words be the love you finally allow yourself to carry. And with a heart overflowing, with wings lowered in respect, I say, thank you. For listening. For staying. For allowing yourself to be touched by this message. For letting heaven reach you. This river does not end. It simply waits for you to return when your soul calls again. I am here. I remain. And I will speak again the moment your heart whispers for me.